Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at this ARB Universal Single Motor Onboard Air Compressor Kit. Now this Universal Onboard Air Compressor system is going to let you run air lockers or air up your tires. The manifold is going to hold pressurized air, giving air to actuate your air lockers. This also includes this mounting bracket that's going to let you customize your installation. Some drilling is going to be required. And this bracket also acts as a heat sink to dissipate heat away from the mounting points. Now I would like to give you some measurements of this bracket, just some overall measurements so you have a good idea of its size. So I'm going to give you an overhead view here. My table's pretty crowded. Now I'm going to see if I can measure it and show you from this angle here. So I want to begin measuring by the longest points. So I'm going to flip this over here. As you can see, the base here, we have these extensions here. So I'm going to try to get that into frame. Let me put a tape measure on it. So measuring just simply end to end at the longest points, about 14 inches long. And then looking at the height from what I'm calling the top to the bottom here. Actually, for my tape measure to show up on the right orientation, I'm going to be measuring bottom to top. I'm going to say about 6 3/4 inches tall. And then the depth, hopefully you can see that. This is about 5 inches deep. So that's an odd way to show you the measurements, but because of space limitations, I do hope that that works there for you, just so you have a really good idea of the size. Again, just really rough measurements. So that's the mounting bracket. This is the hardware that comes with the mounting bracket as well, as you can see here. And then going back to our compressor, this air compressor has a maximum air pressure of 100 psi and a maximum airflow of 3.08 cubic feet per minute and a 50% duty cycle. Now this does have thermal protection on the motor to keep the compressor from extreme temperature damage. The safety valve is going to keep the unit from pressure buildup, and the inline fuse is going to prevent the unit from overloading or short-circuiting. In this wire loom here, you see that inline fuse that I'm talking about. So this, of course, is going to be included with this. This also includes this 20-foot long hose with quick connect and stud to let you use the different attachments that you see here. And we have quite a selection of attachments, so I think we're going to have most of your needs covered with inflating things with the different attachments that come with this. So 20-foot long hose is included. And then we have a really nice tire inflation gun here. Let me bring this up a little bit closer so you can see. So this does have a digital gauge on it. You see it has a backlight on it. This is a 200 psi digital gauge, so that's going to allow obviously for precise measuring when inflating or deflating your tires. So really great addition here. This is kind of has a rubberized housing, so I think it's going to do a great job of resisting impacts, bumps, and things like that. Let's see if I can get that back there so it'll stay. Looks good. So this is going to include everything that you see here on my table. You're going to get the hardware, the mounting hardware, the electrical components, switch, relays, ring terminals, things like that. And again, all of those different attachments. And just to give you an idea of the size of the compressor itself, looking at the length here from end to end, we're about 7.5 inches long. The width, about 3 15/16 inches wide, and the height about 5 3/4 inches tall. And the compressor itself weighs about 7.5 pounds. Instructions are also included for the compressor and for the installation of the mounting bracket. Let me give you another overhead look there, just so you have another view of everything that's going to be included with this. But I think that's going to wrap up our quick look today. I do hope that our time together was helpful for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.